Lin 20 flat. Blast at 22.7. FPV Skittles 23.7. WeBLEED 19.7. Blast at 19.4. FPV Skittles 21.1. WeBLEED 21.6. FPV Skittles 31.7. Blast at 36.8. WeBLEED 18.9. Blast at 17.7. FPV Skittles 21.7.
Well, hello and welcome to you. We're coming to you live from Fayetteville, New York. We're inside the Craftsman Inn and Suites, and this is the 2025 WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. I'm Joe Scully, along with the cast and crew of WeBLEED FPV. We're super stoked to have you with us on the Multi-GP YouTube channel and the WeBLEED FPV YouTube channel as well. We're about to commence the party that is our Pro Class division. Qualifiers 17 through 32 getting set to race in a double elimination bracket. Just had a warm-up pack for heat number 1. When we see our first 4 rounds, we're going to give them a warm-up battery, then into their bracket. We had some tech issues, one of our pilots, so I think they're trying to fix a quad or get a backup quad, and then we're going to be getting things underway, going hot with their preliminary bracket race. So top 16, double elimination. Top 2 move up in the winner's bracket. Bottom 2 go down in the consolation bracket. We'll take this field to 16 pilots down to our final 4 at the end. And when we get to the final 4, 16 down to 4, we will run the final 4 pilots repeatedly until someone wins twice. They are our undisputed Pro Class champion here at the 2025 WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. It's 2 aces. It's called Chase the Ace. 2 wins will get you to the top of the podium. Finish points in that final will get decide the rest of the podium. And well, for example, on those finish points, a pair of seconds would be 4 points. A pair of thirds would be 6 points. 4 points beats 6 points. But if all of a sudden there was a tie situation, a second and a third and a second, total of 5 each way, that means we're going to have a race-off. And if you're with us earlier this afternoon in our sport class final, we had a 3-way tie for second, and so we had a 1-lap race-off to decide the rest of our podium. That was super exciting right there. I was really glad to see It Mom get up on that podium. Congratulations to Goons winning our sport earlier. And now your first 4 pilots getting set to fly in our Pro Class division. Qualifiers 17 through 32 are set to fly with you. There's a 4-lap race. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Go Tone, up and Adam we go. We have the number 30 seed this week. That's about 17th, 16th in our field. FPV Skittles, 15th in our field, or 14th in our field. Then you have 27th this week, Ugellan, the number 22 seed this week, Blasta, and this weekend, 19th, which puts him third overall in pro. Just Jay, your 4 pilots working for us. Your leader here after 1, Ugellan, less than 6.5 seconds separating all 4 pilots. And a little issue there for Just Jay. He was running third. That moves Skittles up into third as we're chasing Ugellan. Ugellan now onto lap number 3, halfway through. 2 laps down, 2 to go. Blasta was running second. Blasta just went on his lid. And so that's going to now move Just Jay up into second. FPV Skittles in third. Blasta in fourth. 11 seconds is not much. That's the entire field. 2 seconds separating second, third to fourth. Everyone making mistakes in that 2, 3, 4 range. But this one is all Ugellan. He was third of the group in qualifying order. Issues for Ugellan now. Issues for FPV Skittles. Issues for Just Jay. We're on the final lap. Ugellan and Blasta. What happened to Ugellan? What happened to Ugellan?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm unfortunately questioning mark.
This is a bracket, but what happened to Ugellan? Like, he just finished the race, but he's still racing. I got false laps here for Just Jay. The only one. Now, the only one I have in the crash gate for real is Blasta. Ugellan is a question. And now it looks like everyone made it to the start-finish gate, but our first heat, Skittles right now I have in third. So that one is our first heat of our pro, and that is our first one to review. Results are unofficial, and because it's just such chaos, if we can hold on heat number 2 before we do anything, I just want to get off on a good start here, as we're going to bring Jason, our review official, to figure out the situation. What are we hearing? Well, right, it's 4 laps, 4-lap races. Ugellan is the question. Does Ugellan, well, yeah, does Ugellan do all of his laps? Did we? So it looks like Ugellan does get the win, but now you have Just Jay crashing there. That's not. Well, I had misreads. We crashed into the start-finish gate. Oh, look at this. No, he still. Now his spotter is saying that he had an extra lap to do. We are going to replay with overlays. But I have weird timing data. Really weird timing data. Like, I deleted a lap for somebody. Let me just look at that first. So Ugellan was clean. Ugellan we know for sure is first. Looks like Blasta might be okay. Skittles seems to be okay. All right. Love starting things off with a review. And so results are official here on that first one. The win going to go to Ugellan. He's going to move up to match number 6 in our winners bracket. Second going to go to Blasta. About 15 seconds first to second right there. Then FPV Skittles pulls up third. Just Jay in fourth. So we're going to take Skittles and Just Jay to match number 5. No channel changes. And we will take Ugellan and Blasta to match number 6, winners bracket. No channel changes, no channel changes. As we get set, thank you, Paul. Appreciate your patience on that, working with us. Just didn't want to start off with homework right off the bat there with DVR reviews, etc. Match number 2. This is going to be Bagzilla from Massachusetts. NOS FPV from Massachusetts as well. From Canada, Farmers FPV. And from Vermont, the high seed here in match number 2, it's going to be Static. Second overall in qualifying in our Pro Class division. And last year's Pro Class champion as well. He comes in defending. AC is the top qualifier of Pro here this week. And he is a couple of heats away. Nice to see the reigning WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Pro Class champion with us. They're set to fly. This is a practice, right? This will be a practice heat. Don't go. Didn't you say go? Oh, I didn't say the arm the quads? All right. All right, pilots. This is a practice heat. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. We'll let them run there for their 2 minutes. And here in our next heat, we roll up. This is the 3rd time we've run this format, and just kind of was a fog there of what was going on. My bad. Say hello to Thump FPV, cheering on Farmers. He's doing some practicing for us here in this heat, about to go into the battle. FPV Yeti is with us. Reedy FPV in the chat. Ryan Shoeface says Jace is on the case. I like that. Paw Patrol style. Jace is on the case. Hypnos saying, send it, you gelling. Yeah, he did. Nice laps, clean laps. FPV Yeti asking where the PNW is. Is that in Canada? No. Pacific Northwest. Think Washington. Not the capital, the other one, the state. Think Oregon, Idaho. Where EDOC is from, that's Edmonton, Alberta. Think Santa Claus. Think ice cream sandwiches. Huh. Yes, sir. I want to say hello to William8868. He was talking about the Heads potato. Heads McFly-a-whoop is with us, and he's been collecting those potatoes. Got a bunch. Not sure how he's going to get them back. Say good afternoon as well to Crazy Bob. Ben Branson. All the people. All the people are with us. In this one, we have Bagzilla practicing, and Xer says, let's go Bags. 7 seconds. 5 seconds here. This is a practice heat. And then we put a new battery in and go for real. Match number 2. The 2025 WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. 2 minutes have completed, and we will get things set. Well, we're inside the Craftsman Inn and Suites here in Fayetteville, New York. Last night we had our pilot banquet. It was a buffet of chicken, salmon, prime rib, Caesar salad, rolls, some other salad, vegetables, fruit, amazing brisket, and double-dipped Hershey chocolate cheesecake. I didn't even touch it. I'm like, nope, don't want to die today. That's a little too much. That's my kryptonite right there. It was good. It was sweet, though. I noticed a lot of people only ate like 3/4 of their slice. It was pretty rich, they told me. But that brisket, amazing. Prime rib was amazing, too. Cooked to perfection. The sauces were amazing. The Caesar sauce, the ranch. What a spread. Last night, our Pilot's Banquet was brought to us by our ultimate sponsor, RMB IT Solutions. Elevate your digital capabilities. They're based in Rhode Island. They will help you with your network security, email systems, and disaster recovery. rbitsi.com for more information. Oh, so good. And of course, our thanks to WeBLEED FPV, for the open bar last night from 8 until 9:30. It was nice. Nice touch. So cheers and an Aaron Go bra to each and every one of you watching us around the planet. Depending on where you are, it is about St. Paddy's Day. Just about. Yes, sir. It's 3:30 on a Sunday afternoon here, but we want to wish happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone watching in Australia. It's about 8:30 in the morning there. They're getting ready, or 6:30 in the morning, getting ready to celebrate St. Paddy's. And in Shenzhen, they're going to be waking up shortly, celebrating St. Paddy's. Here we go. Match number 2. Top 2 advance, winners bracket, bottom 2 in the redemption brackets. They just warmed up, they just practiced, and we're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Up like a shot we go, and through that triple gate top, and we are good and clean. Results are going to be official on this one. We'll talk about a why between the heats. Had a little bit of a ringer-dinger there for Bagzilla. He was the lowest seed in this heat, but he was our leader. Now he goes to the back of the pack. We are chasing Farmers, then Static, 0.5 of a second back, then Bagzilla running third, and Nos in fourth. After one lap, they're only separated by 1.4 seconds, and we continue to chase Farmers FPV up in the number 1 spot. Issues for Bagzilla. He is going down. Look at Farmers now trying to pull away with it a little bit. He's halfway through. 2 laps down, 2 to go. Static in second, 1.2 seconds back. Nos FPV in third, 1.8 seconds back from the transfer position. You want to be in the top 2 to advance from this preliminary round into the winners bracket round. I'm hearing ringers and dingers. I'm seeing quads flying everywhere. Bagzilla is having some issues. White flag flying. 1 more to go for Farmers, Static, Nos FPV. You're looking at under 4 seconds separating your top 3. Bagzilla now 1 lap back here in this preliminary round, to the best of our abilities to ascertain that. As we go to the crash gate with Farmers. Farmers with his first win of the afternoon. Second going to go to Static, the reigning WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship Pro Class champion in the number 2 spot, to move up with Farmers in our winners bracket. Third going to go to Nos FPV. Fourth to Bagzilla. But it sounds like results may be unofficial. We may have a review on that. For those just joining us here this afternoon, going to talk about some of the rules, some of the things that are in play that we are watching for. Hole shot rule, all the pilots must get through the top of the triple. If there's contact resulting in a crash, 2 points at contact, as Jay says, or Borgslayer says, before that top of the triple on the first lap is a hole shot, we will call the race back or run it over. False start rule is in play each and every heat. We also have an E-dock rule, making sure that all 4 pilots take off from the start blocks. And then if you don't, you have the option to call it back as the E-dock rule. Everyone gets 1 of those mulligans. And so we're just going to, behind the scenes, we're just going to double check a finish on the crash gate. Results are unofficial. Is this the right one? No, that's the wrong heat. Okay. So we do have the results are unofficial on that one. We haven't hit save as of yet. We are looking for Chainsaw J, Typhus, and Lambie to work their way over here. We're going to, this is the right one, right? We're going to see them here momentarily. Yeah, I can run a practice here. We're just confirming. We're just confirming the end of the race. And results are official from the last one. After a review of the tape here behind the scenes, Farmers and Static moving on up in our winners bracket. Channel change coming in for Farmers going to race band 8 when you come back with Static in match number 6. And a channel change for Bagzilla going to race band 2 when you come back with NOS FPV in match number 5. And of course, you can follow along those heat sheets as they update dynamically. multigp.live/WB3. Powered by a live time scoring engine. We're going to bring up match number 3 here. They're going to do a practice pack, then into their big race as well. Preliminary round. Taking our field to 16 here in our pro class down to our final 4 podium for Chase the Ace. So as you may have noticed, our start-finish gate is the low side of the cube, lower side. But they finish in the crash gate. Must go into the crash gate, even though our timing screen will pop when they go by the start-finish gate. It actually comes down to that crash gate at the end. And we've had some going under the gate, over the gate. We've had some interesting finishes. Pilots are set to fly. 2 minutes on the clock in less than 5. Practicing now, we have the number 29 seed this weekend, Lammy. The number 28 seed this weekend, Typhus FPV. Number 21 seed this weekend, Jay. And the number 20 seed, high seed in this match number 3, Chainsaw FPV. Doing their thing. Doing a little practice session. Great to see some familiar faces back here with us at the WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship.
J4Y39.2. Typhus FPV 43.5.
Here in our pro division, we have a few from last year's hobbyist. Not sure if we got a couple from last year's sport class. We got a few from last year's
J4Y25.
pro class. Yeah, there's some familiar faces here. Lammy, Blasta.
Lammy 115.
Of course, last year's champ as well. And we got someone who was the low end of elite last year, now coming back in the pro class. It's a pretty intense field. And a couple newbies
J4Y29.8.
working for us. Talked about those great partners, R&B IT Solutions, bringing us our pilot banquet last night. Also want to thank our platinum partner, Emax. Have you seen the Cinehawk Mini? 2.5 inches, ultra compact, ready for adventure. All kinds of exclusive parts and gear on sale now at emax-usa.com. Of course, Beta FPV is back for another WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Renowned for their ready-to-fly kits. Good to go. The Cetus Lite, Cetus FPV, Cetus Pro, the Aquila 16.
Lammy 36.5.
Their brushless series, their Cinewhoop series, their toothpick quads, brushed series, and more. Right now, big sale going on at betafpv.com, up to 70% off. That was practice pack for match number 3. They're going to be back here in a moment. Thank you, Beta FPV, one of our diamond sponsors. Into our gold sponsors, our thanks to Happy Model. They have the new Mobula 7 HD. You can run HD0 on it. You can run DJI. 2S battery support for powerful and smooth freestyle flying as well. HappyModel.cn for more information. We also want to thank Fractal Engineering Shop. They're with us here this week as well. They have their own X-frame B&F bind and fly. It's called the Fractal X. That looks like a beast. They also got the Fractal X boat. They even came out with their own small, high-power voltage booster, the Fractal 5E. Boosty baby, ultra small. they're in the space. They're doing some great things. Thank you, Fractal Engineering Shop, for your support of the Northeast Whoop Championships. I want to thank our friends at Radio Master. Our household is a Radio Master household now, the Boxer. And we are going green for real this time. This is match number 3. Top 2, winners bracket bound. Bottom 2, into the redemption bracket will take you. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quadcopters. We are going live on the tone in less than 5. We have some crashing at the end there. It looks like Lammy is in the crash gate. Now, I also saw Jay having issues at the end of the straight. Looks like Typhus has just plain issues. Not sure if we're going to have to review some tape here at the end. But right now, Chainsaw and Jay are your leaders here after 1, separated by a second. And Chainsaw with the advantage. Lammy is back up in 3rd, but he is a lap back from our Chainsaw and Jay show. And what a show it is. Chainsaw still leading, and they're still within that 2-second range apart. Over to the cube we go with Chainsaw. There's Jay right through as well. Now we're about 2 seconds apart. We're working on lap number 3. And now I have Jay making some moves. Here comes Chainsaw to the crash gates, and Chainsaw with the win. And Jay making a move behind him. Missed the crash gate, doubled back around. They're 1 and 2, but results are unofficial. We will have to take a look at this as Lambie decides to take it out on his quad. That was only the preliminary round. We have more racing to go. And so we are going to replay the start on that one here behind the scenes and just kind of see what the story is. You had a question on the which? No, but you said the start, right? Well, I got it queued. It's right here. Let's take a look at the replay, Dougie. You have my instant messenger. That is super weird. Hold on. Oh, I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. There you go. Now you got me, Dougie. So we wanted to be safe, right? So we heard and saw crashing at the start, but we don't want to call races early, as we had Jay, Lammy, and Typhus all with issues on the start. So let's go and play it back frame by frame. This is where it's interesting. So first we're going to watch Jay. He crashes at the end of the front straight. Where? Just like I was talking about. Well, Lamby. Lammy is the first one at the end of the front straight. Lamby in the bottom right. He goes under Jay and Chainsaw and crashes into the crash gate on the opening lap. So was there contact with another quad? No. He almost did right here, but he hits the crash gate. Now let's take a look at Jay. He's above the crash gate. What does he hit? Well, he lines things up here and goes into the turning pole dead on. Where you look, you go. Now let's take a look at who else crashed out. Typhus, right? Typhus now bottom left-hand side. He goes above the crash gate that Lammy just crashed into, around the pole that Jay just hit, and Typhus just hits the wall. So carnage, self-induced, cleanup on aisle 6. So results are official on that one right there. So we'll take Jay and Lammy up to match number 8. No channel changes. And Chainsaw and Typhus FPV going to match number 7. No channel changes. No channel changes. That was match number 3. Let's get set for match number 4. Practice pack first. With Lowndes, Tasty, OG, Dr. Love, and AC. AC being your TQ, your top qualifier. Great day for racing. Pilots, 2 minutes on the clock are yours in less than 5. We are green. Reedy FPV putting the Cookie Monster emoji in the chat. I didn't even know that was a thing. I like your style.
OGDR Love 18-3. ASA 32.1. Lowndes 34.6. OGDR Love 22.3.
Say hello to Jennifer Reich as well, along with Sid. Looks like there's a lot of static fans with us. Going to be defending last year's Pro Class Championship. You're just joining us here this afternoon. This is the Pro Class of the 2025 WeBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. It's qualifiers 17 through 32. 6 o'clock tonight. About 2 hours, 10 minutes, we go into our elite top 16. Lots of racing. 62 pilots making it to Fayetteville, New York. Do some whoop racing. 59 made it from qualifying into brackets here today. And we are now down to our top 32 of the 62 pilots. And the racing has been exciting. From the hobbyist division to the sport to this pro, already starting things off with a bang, and we're going to see how this plays out. 5 seconds remaining, pilots, until we want you to finish up the lap that you're on. And there's your 2 minutes. Bring it in after you finish your last lap.
Lowndes 24.4.
We welcome back to the regular hoop and hoop mini to keep you sorted. Also want to thank Firefly, tactical light kit for the DJI Avata 2. Luminant Unknown. We also got some great chargers. Some would say the best chargers in the game. Charging with batteries, thank you, Firefly. With thanks as well to Team Hobby Manual Variable Pitch Series, the MFVP Series propeller.
Start.